Good morning, students. I told you in the previous session I will be considering some standard angles in the next session, and the angles were 15 degrees and 75 degrees. Since you are already familiar, of course these are also acute angles. Say you are familiar with starting from 0 up to 90, 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. So we had discussed all these in the previous sessions. Now after knowing about the compound angle formula only, we could get the values of the trigonometric functions of these particular angles, that is 15 degrees and 75 degrees. Now first let me consider 75 degrees. Now suppose you want to find the value of sine of 75 degrees. See, because we know the knowledge, we have the knowledge of compound angle, now only you can get the value of this one. Now this 75 degrees, let me write it as the sum of the two angles. How could you write? You can write in whatever way. 75 means 50 plus 25, like that. But what I do is, I write it as a sum of two standard and known angles. What can be that one? I can write it as sine of 45 plus 30. Okay, you can write 60 plus 15 also, but 15 we have not yet derived, and these two values we are already familiar. So I am expressing the angle 75 as the sum of two angles. So it is of the form sine of x plus y. So the compound angle formula, x means 45, y means 30. Therefore, how do you write this one? Sine x into cos y, that is sine 45 into cos 30 plus cos x into sin y. X means first angle, y means the second angle. So it is cos 45 into sin 30. I am just taking the same way, same method, only the angles are different. X and y were general angles, I am giving a particular value. Now all of them are standard angles, you can write the value. Sin 45 1 by root 2, cos 30 root 3 by 2. Cos 45 1 by root 2, cos 30 is 1 by 2. Now you observe 2 root 2 is the LCM because that is a common denominator. Now taking the LCM 2 into root 2 and same both of them are in the same denominator, which is the LCM, you can write the numerator directly. So this is the value of sine of 75 degrees, root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 root 2. So you can add this also to the list of your standard values. Now let me consider the second formula, cos of 75. Don't get confused here. Here we are having 75, it is root 3 plus, so because the same numbers will be coming across rather often, don't get confused. 75, sine of 75 is root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 root 2. Now come to cos 75. The same way you can split this as 45 plus 30, or you can write 30 plus 45 also, you get the same answer. Now as usual, expand it, cos of x plus y. What's the formula? Cos x into cos y minus sin x into sin y. X is 45, y is 30. So it is cos 45 into cos 30 minus sin 45 into sin 30. So be careful when you by heart the formula. Again, all of them are standard values. 1 by root 2 into root 3 by 2. Again 1 by root 2 into 1 by 2. So in this case also 2 root 2 is the common denominator, which is a LCM. So directly you can write the numerator. So this is 75, cos 75. See, you observe the same numbers are there. So sin 75 plus we are having cos 75 minus. So you have to be careful about the values. So sin 75 degrees equal to, it is root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 root 2. Cos 75 is root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2. Now we want the value of tan 75. Isn't it? As you know that tan theta could be expressed as sin theta by cos theta, or you can take the formula also. Tan of 75, just like you can derive, you can express this tan 45 plus 30, use the formula tan of x plus y. tan x plus tan y divided by 1 minus tan x into tan y. Or else when these values are known, directly you can get the value also. Both the methods are correct. Either you can have this information, tan theta is sin theta by cos theta, or you can use the compound angle formula of tan. Okay. Now write the value. It is root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 root 2 whole thing divided by root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2. Suppose it is given for a 2-mark question, you can see that you can cancel this one. Root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1. Don't stop here. You observe that there is an irrational quantity, isn't it? And usually we don't keep the irrational number in the denominator. We have to rationalize, then only it comes to some standard form. So what I do is, what is the rationalizing factor of this one? Root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1. Multiply and divide by root 3 plus 1 and root 3 plus 1. So that's what I told you. We are doing some manipulation. Multiplying and dividing means the value remains the same. Value remains the same, but we can simplify the function. That is the idea of doing this adjustment. Now, numerator root 3 plus 1 into root 3 plus 1 means it is root 3 plus 1 the whole square divided by, look here, root 3 minus 1 into root 3 plus 1. That is, you write it, root 3 minus 1 into root 3 plus 1. In the next step, we make the, we use the formula. Look at the numerator. It is of the form a plus b the whole square, isn't it? So what is the expansion? A square plus b square plus 2 into a into b. Here we are having root 3. Root 3 whole square means it is 3. 1 square is 1 plus 2 into a into b. 2 into 1 into root 3 is 2 root 3. So I made use of the algebraic formula. For the denominator, same thing. A minus b into a plus b, I am using another algebraic formula. A minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. A square means it is root 3 the whole square minus 1 square. Now simplify the numerator. 3 plus 1, 4. You cannot add that one. It is an irrational number which has to be written as it is. Only the rational part you can add. Root 3 whole square is 3 minus 1. Now 3 minus 1 is 2. From the numerator you take 2 as common factor. It is 2 into 2 plus root 3. Denominator is 2. 2 and 2 they get cancelled. Hence we can write the value of tan 75 as 2 plus root 3. So this is the value of tan 75. So sin 75 root 3 plus 1 by 2 into root 2. And cos 75 is root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 into root 2. Tan 75 is 2 plus root 3. Similarly, when you take cot 75, the reciprocal of this one, again we rationalize this one, we get the value 2 minus root of 3. So this is how usually such problems can be expected for a 2-mark question. So in this case now first you split the angle and write like 45 plus 30, that is for 75 degree, write it as 45 plus 30, then apply the formula. So when you split the angle and apply the formula sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, you get 1 mark for that one. And writing the standard values and doing the simplification, you get the remaining mark. If it is asked for a 2-mark question, usually this is how the marks are allotted. So this 75 angle, it is over. Now let us come to 15 degrees. The same way, same type of compound angle, whereas first we made use of sin of x plus y, sum of the two angles. Now I am considering the angle 15 degrees. See, 75 could be written as 45 plus 30. Now, how could you write 15 here? You can write it as, because it is a smaller angle, we could write it as a difference of 45 and 30. Isn't it? 45 plus 30 is 75. 45 minus 30 is 15 degrees. So here I am using the formula sin of x minus y, the compound angle formula for the difference of the two angles. So it is sin x, that is sin 45 into cos y, that is cos 30. So this is minus, here also minus. It is cos 45 into sin 30. Okay. Now write the actual values. 1 by root 2 into root 3 by 2 and minus 1 by root 2 sin 30 is 2. So here also you observe 2 root 2, 2 root 2 and taking the LCM we get root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2. So this is the value of sin of 15 degrees. See, don't get confused here. Sin 75 was root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2, but cos 75 had the same value here. So don't get confused about this one, because these are also standard values. You are supposed to remember them. Now let me consider the next ratio, next function, that is cosine. The procedure is same. Write it as 45 minus 30. Now I am considering the expansion of cos of x minus y. So when this is minus, in the expansion we will be having the positive sign, that is cos 45 into cos 30 plus sin 45 into sin 30 into sin 30. Now this, all these being standard values, 1 by root 2 into root 3 by 2 plus 1 by root 2 into 1 by 2. Therefore, I am having cos 15 degrees. Again taking the LCM, which is a common denominator, we get it as 2 into root of 2. See, the values are interchanged. You don't get confused. See, cos 15 root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2, that was equal to sin 75. And sin 15 root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2 we had derived earlier for cos 75. So this you have to remember the sign. The terms are same in all. See, root 3, 1, 2, root 2, all of them are having. Be careful about the sign that you have to write. So sin 15 minus sin 75 plus cos 75 minus cos 15 plus. So to get the value of tan 15, so what we have to do? Same procedure. Write it as sin 15 divided by cos 15. So tan 15 equal to sin 15 degrees divided by cos of 15 degrees. See, I told you the other procedure. You can use a formula. This can be written as 45 minus 30 as we did here. You can use the compound angle formula tan of x minus y. That can be taken as an exercise for you to verify whether you will be getting the same answer or not. Now sin 15, take the value root 3 minus 1 over 2 root 2. Cos 15, just now I have derived root 3 plus 1 over 2 root 2. Here also they get cancelled. So we are having root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1. So what is the method I told you? When you have the irrational number, it has to be rationalized. What's the rationalizing factor? Root 3 plus 1. Rationalizing factor is root 3 minus 1. So multiply and divide by the rationalizing factor. So what is that? In the numerator we are having root 3 minus 1 the whole square divided by root 3 plus 1 into root 3 minus 1. Now it is we are applying the algebraic formula a minus b whole square. Denominator is same as in the earlier case, a plus b into a minus b. So our high school algebraic formula helps us. Here a square plus b square, a square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. So we have minus 2 root 3. Here a square means 3, b square means 1. The same type of calculation, 4 minus 2 root 3 divided by 2. So taking out 2 and cancelling, we get 2 minus root 3. So tan of 15 degrees. See, tan of 75 was 2 plus root 3. Tan of 15 is 2 minus root 3. So here using this one, taking the reciprocal, cot 15 could be written as 2 plus root 3. Again, don't can get confused. tan 75 2 plus root 3, cot 75 2 minus root 3. Here tan 15 2 minus root 3, so cot 15 would be the reciprocal of that one, whose value would be equal to 2 plus root 3. So this is how all these problems you can expect for a 2-mark question, whether it is 75 degrees or 15 degrees. So using the compound angle formula, we can get the values of this one. We can get the value of any particular ratio of a particular angle. So for the derivation of cos x plus y, it is asked for a 5 or 6 mark question. Usually it's a 6 mark question. For the derivation, 5 mark will be there. One extra thing would be asked in that one. With the derivation, they may ask you to prove some result or to get one more like simple problem, something like that. So that can be that's usually given for a 6 mark question. Now this 15 degrees and 75 degrees, to be familiar, let me work out some problems here. It's for example I am taking. Suppose I want to find the value of sine of 105 degrees. How could you write this one? See, you can write it as sine of 90 plus 15, isn't it? 90 plus 15 equal to 105, because why? Of course 105 could also be written as 60 plus 45, no doubt, but I just want to make use of the angle, the formula which just now we have derived. So I am expressing 105 as 90 plus 15. Now I am making use of the allied angle rule. See, when you take 90 plus something, it comes in the second quadrant where sign is positive. So write the positive sign. Now because I am using the angle 90, function should be changed over to co-function. So this is cos of, omitting this one, we write the angle 15. We have worked out such problems in the earlier sessions. Cos 15 value, just now you have derived root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 root 2. So this is how, that means we can use the angle 15 degrees, because just now we have derived for 15 degrees as well as 70 degrees. I am making use of this particular formula. Now similarly, you consider cos of 155 degrees. Same way you can split. It is 90 plus 15. See, I am taking a different function, different ratio here. Now 90 plus 15, 90 plus something, it's always in the second quadrant. Second quadrant, cos is negative. See that the sign should be decided only looking at the ratio of given ratio. Okay, so now sign has been decided, and 90 I am using means cos is changed over to sin, and write only this angle, it is sin 15 degrees. What's the value of sin 15 degrees? Minus of root 3 minus 1 over 2 root 2, or you can multiply by minus sign, write it as 1 minus root 3 divided by 2 root 2. Now similarly, let me consider same angle of another ratio, say tan of 105 degrees. Now this can also be written as 90 plus 15, but let me write it another way. Look here, you can write it as 180 minus 75 also, isn't it? See, 90 plus 15 or 180, subtract here 10 minus 5, 5, and it would be equal to 105, isn't it? So 105 can be expressed in two different ways, 90 plus 15 or 180 minus 75. Now anyway that angle is in the second quadrant where tan is negative, write the sign. I am using 180, therefore the same trigonometric function continues. So it is tan, and don't write minus here, it is tan of 75. What's the value of tan of 75? The same thing you have derived just now, it is minus of 2 plus root 3. So this is how we have to find out. We can have another angle also, like 180 plus 15, suppose you take, it becomes 195, isn't it? Or 270 plus 15, it would be 285. So you can have the combination like that, adding 75 or 15 here for the quadrantal angles. Now you can consider different functions and you can get the values. If you practice it, see more and more problems, if you work out, you will be familiar with the formula. So if these angles are asked for derivations like sin 15, cos 75 like that, it is given for a 2 mark question. Always use the compound angle formula, split the angles properly. Either you will be using the sum of the two angle x plus y or x minus y depending upon what has been given. 75 means write it as 45 plus 30. So, we are using the formula x plus sin x plus y etc. If it is 15 degrees, write it as 45 minus 30. So, we will be using sin x minus y or cos x minus y etc. So, the derivation you can expect for a 2 mark question. Go through it properly and solve the problems. So, we will meet in the next session, and in the next session these are the standard values I had derived. So, using the compound angle formula I will be working out some more problems in the coming sessions. Thank you.